And Van Nuys airports to adopt curfews. Eyewitness News reporter Rep.Schiff has more on their plan and who is opposed to it.
For those living near Bob Hope and Van Nuys airports, jet noise is a way of life. But it's the noise at night from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. that's prompting lawmakers to propose a mandatory curfew.
When you're standing in your home or you're standing outside or you're trying to carry on a conversation or you're trying to get some sleep, and you hear just how loud those flights are and how much it makes your house shake, you'll get a much better appreciation for what we're talking about.
There is already a voluntary curfew in place, but still planes come in at night. We're talking about cargo planes, also private jets, and commercial airlines that either leave early or arrive late.
Voluntary is just that, voluntary, and it kind of leaves a sense of insecurity about what might happen in the future. So that's really what's going on here.
Burbank officials say they've worked hard over the years to successfully reduce noise and are on board with a mandatory curfew. The Van Nuys airport spokesperson released a similar statement saying, quote, VNY already has a limited jet departure curfew in place during the nighttime hour, has restricted the number of based aircraft, and is phasing out the louder jet aircraft from the fleet.
Usually I don't hear it in the night, so it's not a problem for me.
They should stop after a certain hour, but we hear them all night long. You hear them in the middle of the night, morning, after 10.
The FAA wouldn't comment for this story, but turned down a mandatory curfew in the past and would have to give a green light to any new legislation. But the lobby that represents the airline industry released a statement saying, quote, the proposed legislation raises significant concerns in that it appears to be an attempt to circumvent the Airport Noise and Capacity Act of 1990, which has a well-established process for the consideration of local noise restrictions. In Burbank, Rep.Schiff, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
There are a few new